What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bawny here, not gonna waste any time. Got a dribble tutorial for you all today. Just don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy and hit that sub button. First things first, y'all know how I play if you watch my videos or you're subscribed already. I wouldn't call myself a dribble head or a dribble demon, an ISO demon, nothing like that. I dribble to score. I try not to over dribble. That's how I've preached to everybody since I started YouTube and really since I started playing 2K. I don't over dribble. It's not in my game at all. I dribble to score. So if you're looking for some crazy dribbling combo stuff, this is not the video for you. This video is purely the best moves, the most efficient moves to have and to use just to score the rock. So if you're interested in that, this is the video for you. If you're not, this is not the video for you. Let's get into it. Let's just get this out the way first. I'm going to give you all my animations I use. This is for a 95 ball handle point guard. I'm also going to have at the end of this video, or I guess not the end, but in this video there's going to be high ball handle builds, point guards, 95 ball handle, all the best animations. And then I have another point guard I play on a lot, which has 86 ball handle, and I still move really good on that build as well. I'm going to show y'all what moves I do most with both builds. First off, the animations for the 95 ball handle, they're pretty standard. I mean, I don't really deviate much. I wouldn't say I follow the waves, but I use what's good, and that's just how I play and how I always play. Every once in a while I branch out, but I got dribble style, Darius Garland. Every single guard you ever make is going to have this dribble style. It's the best one. Every single other dribble style besides a couple are usable, but this is the dribble style you need. 85 speed of ball and height under 6'5", so you have to be 6'4" below for it. Steve Francis, which is 95 ball handle. Obviously, you have to also start at 4. Best size up in the game, no doubt. Breakdown combos don't really matter. I mean, they're kind of good. This is a nice little way to back up and get back to dribbling. Aggressive breakdown, D-book. This is really good. You want to put this one on. This one is a glitch forward. I'll show you in a little bit. Escape move, Steph Curry. Combo moves, John Morant. This don't really matter either, but it's pretty good. It glitches you forward a little. I'll show y'all that too. De'Aaron Fox, best crossover in the game. I believe you have to be starter 4 for this, but it's a really good crossover if you are starter 4. Behind the back, Trey Young. You can also rock Garland. Some people rock Garland, but it gets bumped too much. I would rock Trey Young. Spin, don't really matter. He's pro. Hezzy, Chris Paul. That's kind of important, especially on the 86 ball handle build I'll show you. But for if you have high ball handle, you're going to be using Steve Francis to move most of the time. So that's not important, really, for this build. Step back, Zack LaVine. The best move in the game, hands down. 99% of the people you play are going to have this on. That's what I use. Zack LaVine step back. Triple that style, it doesn't really matter. These are the 3 I normally go between. I didn't even put one on this build. A lot of people use MJ just for that pass fake and the jab step. Kobe jab step. Michael Jordan pass fake. Just going to go one by one. I feel like it'll make it really simple. I'm going to go over every move, just basically one by one, and then I'll show you how I incorporate them together. First off, Steve Francis. Hands down, best size up in the game, but it's locked behind starter 4. I'll show you some replacements on my 86 ball handle in a little. So if you don't have 95 ball handle / Steve Francis, this doesn't really matter. I mean, it kind of does because you still want to have a 6 size up, but it's the best move in the game by far for speed boosting. It's just really simple to do. All you do is flick the right stick opposite ball handle without holding turbo, and then you run that way. You're gonna see a lot of tryhards hitting this move all the time, going back and forth. That's not how I use it at all. I use it just as a quick way to run the other way. I don't suggest spamming it, even though a lot of people do. It isn't. I don't really have fun playing that way, but it's just a really nice, quick, simple way to run the opposite direction. If you have the ball in your left hand, flick the right stick directly to the right, run that way. Flick it again if you want to go left to the left, no holding turbo. And what I like to do with Steve Francis is it's a really good way to trick your defender into thinking you're going to run one way. Like this, look. Steve Francis to the left, and then hold turbo, flick the right stick the opposite way, and you'll do a Curry escape. And a lot of times, if you hit the Steve Francis, they're gonna think you're gonna full run that way, and then you just cancel it. And a lot of times you just end up wide open for 3. Imagine somebody sent me a screen right here. To my left, hit Steve Francis, and then Curry back. A lot of times they'll anticipate you're running left, run into the screen, and then that Curry will just force you back the other way. That's a move I go to a lot. So the ball's in your left hand, flick right for Steve Francis, flick left while holding turbo for Curry. And it's just a really simple way to kind of escape both ways, because Steve Francis is somewhat of an escape in itself. You'll see a lot of people try to grab people with the escape. You can do the same thing with Steve Francis because it kind of pulls you forward. Let me show you real quick. No other escape is like this. It's another reason why it's pretty good. The more you hit Steve Francis, the like, you're going vertical as it hits, as if it's an escape, even though it's not. Like, no other move does it, and that's one of the main reasons it's really good. So it's kind of like you have 2 escapes, even though you're really only supposed to have 1. Steve Francis is kind of a mini escape. So you're kind of hitting escapes back to back, and you can spam it as much as you want. What makes Steve Francis so good just as a move on its own is that it has a vertical movement to it just as well as it has the speed boost, like horizontal movement to it. You see, every time I hit a Steve Francis, my dude is getting sent forward just a little bit. So it's a really good crab move as well. You'll see a lot of people not only crab with like their escape, so for example Curry, but you can also like get glitched forward a little bit with Francis and crab as well. So that's why they're so good together, and that's why Steve Francis is hands down the best size up in my opinion. Alright, this one will be really quick. I just want to show y'all Devin Booker's breakdown. It's a really cheesy move. You're going to see a lot of people hit this move in like competitive games too. I don't know why this is in the game. I don't like it at all. I hate moves like this. I don't go to it a lot, but it is a really good move to get crabs. You just hold turbo and flick your right stick up, and your dude will do this weird little almost teleport like move forward. And it's really good just to catch defenders off guard, especially if you run pick and roll and they're playing one side of your screen real heavy. You just glitch forward real quick and shoot it. It's a really cheesy move. I don't really like it. I don't like how it looks. It looks stupid in my opinion, but it's a really good move, and I'm showing y'all the best moves. So 100% Devin Booker breakdown. It's really good when you literally just hit it at random times. That's what I found anyways. So you're just dribbling normal, behind the back, Steve Francis, stop, glitch forward. It catches locks so often. It's a ridiculous move. Alright, on to Trey Young behind the back. It's definitely the best behind the back in my opinion. A lot of people try to rock Darius Garland behind the back, but you're gonna see, you see this little move you get? This is the behind the back. This is what it looks like. If you have Garland, it looks almost the same as that, but like if a lock bumps into this movement right here on your left with Garland, you get ripped so often. But I found with Trey Young, you hardly ever get ripped unless they actually reach for it and are expecting it. Garland, they can literally just bump into it and it drops so often. So I took that off almost right when the game came out and put Trey Young on, and I've rocked with it ever since. I'm just going to show you how to do it first. If the ball is in your left hand, you're going to flick the right stick to the opposite ball handle, diagonal down. So ball's in my left hand, hold turbo, right stick, diagonal to the right. Vice versa, ball's in my right hand, right stick, diagonal to the left. And you'll see you have to preface this move with any other dribble move to get the good animation. If you just hit this move straight on its own, it's going to look like this. It's going to be kind of a speed boost move rather than actual behind the back that drags you. To get the good behind the back, you have to move first. So just Steve Francis behind the back, you're going to get a crazy like backwards launch. And this behind the back is really good for 2 reasons. It's because you can run off of it after you hit it, or you can shoot off of it. So the lock has to be worried about both things. You running and shooting, running and pulling a midi fade like that, rim running. And they just have to be worried about the shot straight up. So Steve Francis behind the back, immediate shot. Really hard to guard, makes you really unpredictable, especially if you hit this move in combination with a lot of other moves. Now to Zack LaVine step back. If you played any 2K at all this whole year, I guarantee you've seen Zack LaVine step back. Every single guard who thinks he's good uses this move. Every single wing uses this move. This move is so ridiculous. It's like LeBron James step back from last year that they took out, and then they just replaced it with this move. So it's like they didn't even take it out. Ridiculous move in my opinion. You can do it anytime you want. You can do it running full speed, full momentum to pull you back like this. You can do it standing still just to get a speed boost and run off of it. You can just pull back and then shoot it. And listen, I'm going to use it because it's in the game. Alright, I wish 2K would take it out. I would not be opposed to them just removing this move from the game completely. But it's in the game. It's really good. It's hard to guard. So I'm going to use it. Roll the clips. And this move is especially good when you're running forward, almost like faking like you're about to go rim run and dunk it. It just literally cuts your momentum immediately and pulls you back right to the 3-point line almost every time. Even when you hit this move and you're not behind the 3-point line, something about this move just glitches you behind the 3-point line. Like right there, perfectly behind the 3-point line every single time. Zack LaVine step back, falling on the ground, green bean. Look at that shit. Ooh. And I'm about to skirt him.
Damn.
Here, man. Alright, lastly, this is for both my like lower ball handle builds, like 86 ball handle, whatever ball handle you want really you're gonna see. And if you have high ball handle, I still hit this move a lot. Lowry hop jumper, and it's not gonna be what you think. It's literally a very viable dribbling move to hit when you're like just playing the game. Even though it's a hop jumper, you need 78 midi, 78 three-pointer, and you have to be under 6'5". So if you meet those requirements, very good move. Let me just show you how good it is. Alright, now let me just show you how good this fucking move is. I know this is a dribbling tutorial, so you're probably like, why are you showing me a hop jumper right now? But it is so fucking good for dribbling around, especially if you have low ball handle. But not even, I do this move all the time on this build. 95 ball handle, I have every dribbling animation at my disposal, and I'm still going to this hop jumper. Look at it. You just run one way, instant. Doesn't kill your momentum at all, and you just can run the other way completely. Not to mention there's like 4 other things you can do with this. Look at this step back. So much separation. You can do it both ways. This one's kind of mid in comparison, but it's just a ridiculous move, and it's really simple to do. If you're running right, you hold turbo, right stick opposite ball hand. Running left, hold turbo, right stick opposite ball hand. So running left, hold the right stick to the right, run that way. Running right, vice versa, right stick to the left and run that way. Very simple move, really hard to guard. I run pick and roll obviously, so cutting directions really quick is the sauce for pick and roll. You want to be very sporadic in your movements. You want to be able to change your momentum at a dime, and this move does that very good. Now I'm going to show you how to do the step backs really quick. If you play 2K, you know how to do a step back, so I'm going to show you really quick. The step back where you're running to the right is the one that gives you crazy separation. You run right, hold turbo, and just hold the right stick down, and it's going to give you that crazy pullback. You can shoot off of it if you want to, or you can just keep on going. It gives you like a nice glitchy speed boost as well. I wouldn't recommend actually shooting with the hop jumper like this. Let me show you. Oh, not that. The actual good one. So you're running. It's kind of mid. It's really hard to time in my opinion. I can only time it with rhythm like that. If I was ever in a competitive type of game, I'm never shooting with the hop jumper. I'm doing the hop jumper, stopping, and then shooting my regular jumper. It's just really inconsistent and hard to time in my opinion. Stop, and then shoot. With that being said though, that's my dribble tutorial. I'm not the flashiest dribbler in the game. I don't do crazy combos. I simply dribble to score. So if you're interested in playing like that, I'm your guy. If not, go check out my boy Steezo. He'll hook you right up. In about a week though, I'm going to be starting a road to 99 with my boy Laker Fan. If y'all know him, we're going to go in with a full 5 of 60 overalls. And for every win we get to go up 1 overall. So stay on the lookout for that. It's been Bawny. Adios amigos.